We're live. We should be live. It is Nintendo Direct time. Last minute predictions as this thing gets started here in like 2 minutes. I have no idea. I mean, the obvious ones, you know, Elden Ring. I expect Baldur's Gate. At some point that's gonna happen, because, like, it'd be kind of weird if it didn't. Because I think the Steam Deck can run Baldur's Gate, so I see no reason the Switch couldn't. Red Dead Redemption, you know, Red Dead Redemption seems like a safe pick. It's been rumored for like a year now, so I think it's very likely. And yeah, anything else? Again, I think my best prediction from earlier in the week was Marvel's Cosmic Invasion. I feel like that one is kind of likely. Like, yeah, there's a total possibility we get Cosmic Invasion. But you never know in these things. I don't know. It's weird that it's a partner showcase, because we still don't have a release date for Metroid Prime. And everyone keeps doubling down that Splatoon Raiders is this year, which it's possible. Maybe if it's like eShop only, but because that would fit the September slot, because nothing's currently sitting there. Alright. I'm just hoping to walk away for like one thing. Because while Elden Ring is cool, I'm not exactly a Soulsborne guy. Also, Silksong's totally possible, but also usually whenever there's a partner showcase, sometime in the next month, I fully expect an indie showcase as well. And while I do think Silksong is bigger than an indie showcase, literally anything's possible. I don't know what this is. My first thought is Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter, definitely. But this doesn't look like Monster Hunter Worlds 2, or not Worlds 2. I think it's just Monster Hunter World. Not that people are mad about that game on PC. So there's no way it's gonna run on Switch 2. No, this looks like it could be like Stories 3 or something.
Violence is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home. But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of war.
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
Can't afford not to go. Ratha! But it won't be for long.
Yeah, Stories 3. Did I say Stories? I know I said Stories.
I can hear them.
I can't remember. Was Stories the one that played like kind of like Pokemon, or was that a different one? I know there's a Monster Hunter game that plays a little, that, or at least feeling-wise, is a little like
Hello,
Pokemon.
everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners. What you just saw was Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. We hope you're looking forward to another grand adventure in the Monster Hunter universe.
Game, but I could be totally wrong.
Today, we'll present games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Before a game is shown, you'll see the logo of the system the game will launch on here.
And technically, for most things, if it says Nintendo Switch, it'll be both.
The game will launch on both platforms. Okay, first up,
because the Switch 2 is backwards compatible.
Nintendo Switch games. Let the good times roll.
Wasn't this rumored a while ago?
By royal decree, a brand new game in the Katamari Damacy
Yeah, I think
series
this
is
isn't a
rolling
remake,
onto
right?
Nintendo
This is like a
Switch.
new one.
roll your Katamari through historic eras like Edo Japan and more. It's a time-hopping trip through the ages.
Who
to
doesn't love a
restore
good
the universe
Katamari?
for the king of all cosmos. Use helpful items to roll your Katamari like royalty and customize the prince and cousins looks to
Can I
your
be honest?
liking.
I like that it still kind of looks like a
In
PS2
addition,
game.
roll out with friends in online multiplayer.
Like, there's a certain aesthetic to
Make a
Katamari
big Katamari
that
and
I'm
earn
sure
most
we
points
could
to be
move
crowned the winner.
beyond.
Plus,
But the
iconic
PS2
music is back
aesthetic
with an all-new
is just kinda
soundtrack
charming
featuring
here.
new and returning music artists from the series history.
Who doesn't love a
Ready
good
to
Katamari?
rock
You know,
and roll,
we love
roll,
Katamari.
Roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October
Yeah, that's
24th.
cute.
Pre-orders begin later
It's
today.
just, you know,
on
it's more
Nintendo
Katamari.
eShop.
And time travel, that sounds fun.
The dance floor is calling.
Yeah, we all knew this was gonna be here. I saw somebody call it something funny. It was like Just Dance 2026. Was it Blood and Wine? Did they call it after the Witcher DLC? It was something like that. As long as people keep buying them, they'll keep making them. It wasn't to find out, like, there's this old woman who does, like, lore, because there's a whole Just Dance lore thing. And like, I want to say she got into the game as one of the dancers. That was kind of neat. But I think these games are dumb.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Battle Beyond the Limit.
Yeah. I don't know if we already knew about this, but
Charge up and unleash your fighting
yeah,
spirit in
these Dragon Ball games
Ball
are so
Sparking
popular.
Zero, the latest
I'm
in
just
the Arena
not a
Battle
Dragon Ball
series.
fan. It was technically it's like a little before my
Enter the fray
time,
with over 180
but I just never
fighters.
got into
In
it.
episode Battle Mode, relive iconic Dragon Ball stories from the perspectives
No, I had
of
to be
8
a
characters,
loser who watched
including
Bleach.
Goku.
I've seen like half a dozen episodes, maybe.
Or follow your
No,
own
I had to be a
path
loser
and
who watched
redefine history
Inuyasha.
with alternate versions of those encounters. In custom battle mode, you choose the fighters,
Inuyasha.
stages, and dialogue to create your own scenarios. Then share them online with players around the world. Plus, now you can duke it out with motion controls
No, I
using the
watched,
Joy-Con
King of the
2
Hill
or
instead.
Joy-Con controllers. Immerse yourself
I'd
in
fall
the
asleep
characters
during King of the
and
Hill
unleash powerful
and miss
attacks.
Toonami.
Get ready to shake the earth and break the heavens when
You know what I found
Dragon
out came
Ball
out
Sparking
like
Zero
this
launches
week
on
or
the
something?
Nintendo Switch
The
2
Amazing World of
and
Gumball.
Nintendo Switch systems
That
November
came. I knew
14th.
that was coming back.
Pre-orders begin later
I guess those
today
episodes
on
are already
Nintendo
out.
eShop.
I had no idea.
Time to get back to your
Oh,
roots.
is this the this is a remake, right? Because I know there were a bunch of rumors about a Plants vs. Zombies remake. Or is this just a port of the original? Because genuinely, I loved this game. And EA buying PopCap ruined Plants vs. Zombies. Even if they still, like, Garden Warfare was actually pretty decent. But still, I loved Plants vs. Zombies. The original, I've talked obsessively about my love for Insane Aquarium. I'm sure EA will find a way to fuck this up. But I love the idea of Plants vs. Zombies HD. Go off. Okay. I mean,
The
again,
club
EA will
is
find a way to
yours.
fuck it up, but that's cool. I'd love to play that game again. Of course, there had to be. We know FIFA was going to be here, Madden's going to be here.
Oh, finally a bit of
They're on Madden's on Switch for first time ever.
Well, I haven't seen that one before.
Is the World Cup next year? Because I know the World Cup's supposed to be the World Cup and the Olympics are like
Get
over the next few years.
with these games.
And I don't know if they're actually going to happen here in the US.
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man!
Yummy! Pac-Man World 2 is coming back, remade from scratch.
Didn't this
Through
already
forests
happen?
or on ice. Use Pac-tastic moves to clear stages in style.
I have no idea.
And even take on powerful bosses. Plus, now you can adventure with a pal in local co-op.
Oh, hey, it's the Mario Galaxy
Pac-Man World
approach.
2 Re-Pac launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 26th. Pre-orders
And people have been
begin
pointing
later
out,
today
like,
on
how many of these
eShop.
games are going to be game key cards?
Lead your
A
party of
good
black
chunk of these
mages,
games are going to be game key
dragoons,
cards.
and other allies to victory in the beloved strategy RPG Final Fantasy Tactics, reborn
I've heard-
with newly added
I don't know if
elements.
it's this one, but I've heard great things about the Final Fantasy Tactics games. They're not really my style, because
The game is now fully voiced.
I'm bad
and
at
adds
them,
brand
but
new dialogue between
that's cool.
characters,
But
voice
still,
voice
I know
acting's
that he
pretty
and I
cool.
are different.
as well as new difficulty options, a feature to review story events, and more. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 30th. Pre-orders begin later today on
I wonder
Nintendo
how many
eShop.
times they say Nintendo
When the
Switch
clock strikes
throughout this
midnight,
direct.
shadows
Because every
emerge
time they
and
say
the
it,
dark hour
they have to say
begins.
it twice.
Step
Oh,
into
here's
the
another
shoes of a
obvious one,
high school
Persona
student
3.
who, together with his friends, awakens the
Man.
supernatural power of Persona.
Is this going to be on
Attend
both or
class
just
and
Switch
explore the
2?
city during the day as you forge bonds with every interaction. Then, battle through the mysterious Tower of Tartarus and strategically take down rampaging shadows at night. Enter the dark hour and seal your fate when Persona 3 Reload launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 23rd.
Yep, just Switch 2.
Pre-orders
That
begin
makes
later
sense.
today on Nintendo eShop. Next, please take a look at this.
This is it. Okay, Age of Imprisonment. Technically, it's what, second party, technically? I'll take it. I'll take at least something that I know I'll be excited for.
His fangs.
I liked Age of Calamity. Time travel bullshit aside,
Until Hyrule itself
I really enjoyed that game.
is no more.
One of the best Musou games.
Be that as it may, we face it together.
And hopefully this one doesn't have time travel bullshit. Get you to play as Link, but, you know, we'll see.
But you sought it from Hyrule of all places? This is madness!
There is danger here. Enormously so.
Release date? What? I'm gonna guess December. If we get anything at all. That's not Minoru's. That was different. That wasn't exactly Minoru's construct, but it kind of looked like
That was the
it.
latest trailer for
And
Hyrule
nothing.
Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches this winter. We'll share
Okay, so
more
they're still just
information on
saying this
title
winter.
in the future. Let's
So we
continue
don't
with
have
some more
a
games
strict
coming
release
to
date for that
Nintendo
yet.
Switch 2.
But my guess is still December, but it could be pushed to January or
The realest
February. That
Madden
still technically
ever,
counts.
Built from Sundays.
I
It's game time.
they keep stressing the canonical events, because I know that's what people didn't like about Age of Calamity, was that it had the time travel bullshit that made it non-canonical, but again, multiverses are still a thing nowadays, and Zelda has kind of always messed around with multiverses since, like, Ocarina.
In franchise mode, choose from 3 new archetypes to begin your coaching legacy. Or become your favorite NFL coach, each with their own strategies. Customize your game plan by selecting new abilities each week that offer different tactical advantages. Then level them up to
we're 2 for 3 on sports games. Plus, if I was a bingo chart making guy, I would have totally put this FIFA and NBA 2K.
August 14th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Oh shit, that's in like 2 weeks. Not that I'm playing that, obviously, but still, that's like 2 weeks.
Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build campfires in this cozy fire
Chilling by the
sim.
fire.
Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. But if you don't fuel the flames properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain the right amount
it's
of
literally
heat.
just a game about making a
Don't let wet
fire.
logs dampen your fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create an even bigger fire, just blow on it. Sometimes, though, a little patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up the sky. You can also get the flames going in rainy or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first. With a compatible USB camera, you can enjoy each other's company around the campfire.
This is so weird.
You might even strike up some
This is so
interesting
fucking
conversations. Relax and stay a while. When chillin' by the fire sparks to life on Nintendo Switch 2.
Why does that
today?
That sounds familiar. Wink Game sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you where.
Big and small in these games. Apex Legends is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
That still
Squad up
exists?
and survive 19 other teams in Battle Royale. Or show off your skills in Mixtape, where you'll take on 3 rotating game modes. Plus, both Battle Royale and Mixtape have enhanced resolution and smoother performance. Build your crew and aim for victory when Apex Legends launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 5th, along with the new season, Showdown.
Okay, that's like next week. Or that's Monday.
A witch's illness,
Tuesday.
her tiny familiar embarks on a grand adventure. With your magical froggy backpack in tow, you can climb,
Backpack's cute.
pull, and even swing to greater heights. Explore this vast world and gather ingredients to create a cure for your enchanting ally. Plus, up to 4 players can journey together in online co-op. A little mouse's magnificent adventure begins when Hella launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. Explore a galaxy full of opportunities. Embark on a journey across the iconic galaxy far, far away.
They recently confirmed that. I guess they were
action
talking about a
adventure
sequel.
taking
It's not
place
happening
between the
anymore.
events of the Empire Strikes
This game
Back
didn't
and
do
Return
well
of the
enough.
Jedi
I think we
films.
already knew
You'll
this
take on the
existed,
role
like
of
this was
Kay
coming to
Bess,
Switch.
who, along with her
And
companion Nyx, is fighting
looks a
for her
little
freedom. Explore
but
distinct locations, both new and familiar, as you fight, steal, and outwit your way through the
Like,
galaxy's
there's a
crime
part of me that's
syndicates
glad more than
and
just
gain the
EA's
means
making
to
Star
start a
Wars
new
games,
life.
but
Traverse through space by ship on Kay's Trailblazer.
it just feels like nobody
or by
knows
land
what
on
to
her
do with it.
S57 Cardinal Speeder.
Even though I've heard this is actually
Take on
okay.
quests that blend stealth and shooting with some
Yeah, this looks a little
puzzle-solving minigames
stuttery.
in between. Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as
I
you
guess
travel
survival is
across
good.
the outer rim. And get
Those
ready to
Jedi
live the
Fallen
life
Order
of a
and
scoundrel
Jedi
when
Survival.
Star Wars
still.
Outlaws launches on Nintendo Switch 2 September 4th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Survive the future. Salvage the past.
I figured we weren't gonna hear anything. This is Duskbloods, right? Kinda looks like it.
As an agent of a secret collective, you'll
Unless this is
travel
something
between
else.
A future plagued by anomalies and a past on the verge
No, I think
of
this is
collapse
something else.
to uncover
I don't
the
expect us to hear
mysteries
anything
of
about
this world.
Duskbloods here. I think it's still a ways away.
In the future, dangerous creatures
Nah, yeah, this is
born
something
from
else.
the remnants of humanity prowl the wasteland. You'll need to craft ammo and supplies with limited resources to fend off brutal enemies. But don't let your guard down after defeating them. If a monster absorbs a fallen enemy, it'll evolve into an even more nightmarish form. So act quickly to dispose
So you gotta
of
burn the
enemies.
corpses.
You'll
No, it's
also
just
come
okay.
across
Welcome
rifts
back,
that
Dead
allow you to
Space.
travel back in
Hopefully,
time
what,
by
6
extracting
times the
essences
charm?
of people you meet in the past. You can strengthen your own abilities. However, there's a price to pay. You'll be haunted by visual and auditory illusions and lose your grip on reality. What caused the world to collapse? And what is the true mission you've been tasked with? Chronos, The New Dawn.
That's
launches
Chronos?
on Nintendo Switch 2, September 5th.
I clearly know nothing about that game.
The dragons of the
If
East
that's
and
Chronos,
West
the New
clash.
Dawn.
極道の世界で竜と呼ばれる男は一匹でええんですわ。あんたもそう思いますやろ。
Yakuza Kiwami 2 is brawling its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Kamurocho, Tokyo, Sotenbori, Osaka, two prolific entertainment districts in Japan, where the former dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu, faces down the
there he
dragon of
is. He's-
Kansai, Ryuji
It's one of
Goga.
his games because he's been too busy racing with Sonic. Is Kazuma the one in Sonic Racing?
Use
God, I can't remember which
free-flowing
one of them is
combat moves
actually
to
in
take on
Sonic.
foes in action-packed
I want to say
brawls.
it's Kazuma.
Duke it out using your fists, weapons, and everything else at your disposal. Plus, there's still
I've heard
plenty
nothing
else to
about
do around
but
the
great
cities.
things about all these
Enjoy
games.
darts
But the only one I've actually ever
Karaoke.
even checked out was
and even golf.
Like a
There's
Dragon,
no
the
shortage
original,
of things to do.
the RPG.
どいつもこいつもバカばっかりだ。
関東の極道組織の存亡をかけたぞ。
A deadly clash between two dragons begins when Yakuza Kiwami 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2, November 13th. And Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the epic series, is also launching on Switch 2 the same day, featuring enhanced graphics, improved frame rates, and additional language support.
かかってこい。
There are plenty more games heading to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Let's take a quick look.
What the? NBA bounce. What? I mean, I did say there was going to be a basketball game. I thought I was more specific than that, but whatever. Oh, Kitty Island Adventure. I think this one's in preview right now. I think it's good. Either that or I'm thinking of that Blood and Rage.
Before we go,
One more
we've got
thing,
two more
Elden
games
Ring.
to show
Okay,
you.
2 more things.
Please
One of
take a
them's
look.
got to be Elden Ring. I'd be amazed if one of these is an Elden Ring.
To pass through that door is to pass through time.
And then Dragon Quest HD 2D, HD 2D,
to travel a
2
road
or
spanning
whatever.
centuries.
Unless this is
From
something
here,
different.
heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG.
Oh, it's just
brought
brand
to
new.
life in HD 2D. This is Philabildia, a continent overrun by beast tribes. A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the Kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins is discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger is what adventurers do.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully.
It does
and find
give me
opportunities
Zelda
to strike.
vibes.
Fight with swords for quick and
Like, obviously it's
strikes.
HD 2D, and like, so...
Bows and arrows to target.
Yeah, it
enemies from
kind of
afar.
gives me Zelda
Chains and
vibes.
sickles to swing
I don't know
and
if they're
pull enemies
gonna be
closer
doing like dungeons and
more.
whatnot,
There are
but
7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you. Your fairy companion, Faye, can also attack and pick up items.
oh, so they're actually
You
making
can
Navi a
control
little more
both
useful.
Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the same time. You'll find that she's very helpful.
Hey,
on
look, there's
your
our dash
adventure.
boots.
Join Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Okay, interesting.
After today's presentation,
Very...
a debut demo
wow, a
will
demo.
be available.
I know,
and there
it's
will be an upcoming
Squeenix.
survey to gather player feedback.
Interesting. And another Squeenix?
There was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She
This direct,
created
this,
our world,
or this,
the
yeah, this
land
direct
of
has been
Orskera.
very Japanese game heavy. Octopath Traveler 0?
Are you heading out on your journey? Yes, I suppose the time is right. You're finally ready.
I mean, the OG Switch had an Octopath Traveler. It makes sense that the second one would have another.
I wish I could see everyone here laughing and smiling just one more time. Are you going to rebuild Wishvale? Or are you going to find the people who took
Ooh,
our
this
home
one's got
from
city
us?
builder elements.
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orskera. Octopath Traveler 0 is available on December 4th, 2025.
That's all for today's
Yep.
Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
I'm
Thank you for
surprised we
watching.
didn't get an Elden Ring release date. I thought for sure we'd get like some sort of something. Alright, so that's the Nintendo Direct. I know it's a partner showcase. Let me find when it's... Yeah, I'm just gonna mute that. So actual thoughts on the partner showcase. No. There were a few things that interested me. You know, Once Upon a Katamari, Plants vs. Zombies remake, remaster, whatever. I love the original, and if they're actually faithful to the original and don't turn it into a microtransaction gotcha mess, then that might actually be good. But I don't expect that. You know, I don't know. It's been the Plants vs Zombies thing has been rumored for a while now, but that's good. I like the idea of it in theory. It's EA. EA has fucked up the Plants vs. Zombies franchise for like the past decade, which really sucks. Because the original game was so good, and they had so much promise. And instead, they just turned it into a microtransaction game, mainly because it's big in China. Tragedy. Then, it was cool seeing at least Age of Imprisonment. I'm amazed we didn't get a release date or something. I know there's always the Nintendo Direct in September. That maybe will happen this year. We'll fucking see about that. But, I guess it's cool to see more of it. What's her name? Raru's sister. Not Midna. Not Minerva. I can't remember. Raru's sister is building a Link robot. That's how I interpret that. That's the Link robot. But, yeah. In those final two games, Octopath Traveler, Zero, okay, more. I know people like the other two. And then that whatever game, the Millennium Tale, also looks, I don't think it's a Zelda-like, but it kind of reminds me of a Zelda-like, and that's, that could be, Square Enix making a Zelda game's not a terrible idea. People like their tactics games. The sports games are, obligatory. They kind of had to be here at some point or another. Persona and Yakuza, I think, are also good gets. I think we kind of figured both of them were going to show up at some point or another. We knew we were getting more Yakuza. Good for people who are into that franchise. And same thing with Persona, I know that's already been on other systems for a while now. I cannot remember, was Persona 3 Reloaded a this year thing or a last year thing? I genuinely don't remember when it came. Was it this year or a last year thing? Either way, good get. And then, oh yeah, this one. This freaking campfire game. It's weird. It looks like a very, this is one of those, weird, indie games, like The Longing, or, second example here. Oh, shit. What? It's Oink Games, right? I was gonna Google them real quick on my phone. Oink Games is chilling by the fire, and literally that's it. They've got a bunch of weird minion things on their website. What the fuck? The name sounds familiar. Oh, are they a board game company? Yeah, a Japanese Toy Story game, a Disney Villains game, a Minions board game. Yeah, it seems like they're mostly a board game company. Hey, they did a Pokemon board game. It looks like they're mostly, Japanese board games. Interesting. I don't know, for some reason they looked the name sounds familiar, but okay, whatever. Apex Legends, this also makes sense, This one looks okay, this hella. But yeah, it was, I don't know, can I say 5 out of 10 and walk away with that? I got, a 2 or 3 things I'm interested in, but, I'm at most going to play one of them. Like, this is, like, a game that I think could be interesting, but legitimately, like, in like, a day or two, I will never think about this game ever again. I had the idea, actually, the other day. Wouldn't it be interesting to go back to, like, a 2017 indie world? Or a what was it? Did partner showcases begin in 2020? Go back to some of those older directs and pick just one game that I'd never played. And like, hey, you know, this came out years ago. Was it actually good? Like, you know, because a lot of stuff in directs, they show up in the direct and that's it. Most people just kind of completely forget about them unless they're like a smash indie hit or there's something that's already popular. But like, there's a bunch of stuff that people just immediately forget about, like The Longing. I think that's what the idea that made me think of it. I kind of wish I had picked up The Longing when it came out, because it was a game that took like 400 days to beat. That game came out over 1,000 days ago. It's kind of like the Stanley Parable don't play the game for 5 years achievement. Like, I've gotten that achievement. It's been over 5 years since I last played the Stanley Parable. But just something I was thinking about. So yeah, that's the direct. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm sure we'll go over it again. Plus, you know, I want to talk about the Drag X Drive thing tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with all of that. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.